day 4, last day of our Brain B.O.S.S challenge. We've been 4 days together, my pleasure. And today what I wanted to give you was, there are many powerful tools that help reprogram. But if I had to choose one, I would go with the hypnosis. That's a main part of my work, because we need to go there. We saw it yesterday in another day too. It's 95% of everything that you know and every information you can access. So it's huge. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. And I want to give you this is a very special one, because it's one of the first hypnosis that I created. And it's one of the ones that I've been using again and again for 4 years, just because of the power that it holds. And it's a power that it has happened, that it has literally healed whatever the person was bringing on that day. It has literally healed things that were going on for years, even pain that was going on for years. So I'm always saying, drop expectations. Let's drop the expectations, because we never know, but just trust that it will do exactly what needs to be done for you today. I want to applaud you for saying yes to yourself and giving this commitment to yourself, because you are the most, you ought to be the most important person in your life, because you are the only one, you're the only person you're going to be with for the whole life. No one else is going to be so long. So you're in the longest relationship with yourself. And you are like the material that you need to make everything work in your life. So we're going to be together for 15-20 minutes. This is a hypnosis, and always remember, a hypnosis is always a self-hypnosis. So, the movies have done a lot of harm to the history of hypnosis. I mean, that's really, that will be a topic for another day. But just trust me on this one, since I'm the expert on that area. Hypnosis is always self-hypnosis. So I lead you, but you, in a way, you hypnotize yourself. So it's just about being open. There's nothing, nothing can harm you. Just pretty much the opposite, because what we do, just to give you a bit of the neuroscientific behind it, what we do there is literally change the wavelengths of your brain activity. So, as you know, you are not always in the same activity. For example, if I check when you are, on your own mood, you're probably waves. The beta waves are really fast, and very short between one another. When you relax, you go into alpha. And when we go into the hypnosis, we go even deeper. We go into theta. And you know what's so important about theta? That the theta is the wavelength activity of the subconscious mind. So that means we go straight into that 95%. So that's why it's powerful, and it goes straight to what it is. And how does our subconscious mind talk? As we saw on the other day, it doesn't talk like the conscious mind. It doesn't talk like I'm talking right now. The subconscious mind has a huge amount of information that it needs to talk differently. So one way that it talks is through symbolism. I'm telling you that because I'm going to be asking you questions during the hypnosis. Allow yourself that everything that comes from your subconscious mind is information, is plain information. So if you get an answer, fantastic. If you don't get an answer, that's also information. So just roll with it. Okay, this is a moment to drop expectations. Let's go like this, boom, drop expectations. Let's roll. Let's just enjoy, enter with curiosity. Always curiosity is great for everything, and that's all. So let's get started. This is one for healing and for self-love. So the first thing we're going to do is just find a comfortable position. You can be sitting down, you can be laying down. Don't be scared to fall asleep, that's fine. And, drop the shoulders away from your ears. See if there's any tension and just settle a little bit so that you know that you're comfortable enough to be sitting in this position for 15 minutes. And if you need to readjust in between, just do so. I like always to set the environment, of course. So I have my incense and I have my candles, and I always set also, myself in the mood just right before. And once, also the lights, turn off your mobile, no notifications, so that you give yourself these 15 minutes just for yourself. This is already, just doing that is an act of self-love. So we need more of that in this world. And then, once we have all that, the first thing is just drop in. I invite you to close my eyes. I'm going to be closing my eyes too, because it's a way also that we give the message to our conscious mind. Shh, let's be quiet now. It's the message for the conscious mind. Now I'm quiet, you can relax. I'm going somewhere else. And just going to and check your breathing. Just observe it. No judgment. And just check. Check your breathing, see if it's a deep breathing or if it's short. And wherever you are with your breathing, you're just going to invite your body to breathe a bit more deeply every time. You can even count. So if at the beginning you are breathing naturally in counts of 2, then you just invite your body to go to 3, for example. So, and then you also invite your body to exhale a bit longer every time. And when you breathe in, set the intention that the oxygen goes as down in your body as possible, as if you wanted to bring that oxygen to your womb and feel in your abdomen and your womb. And if you can do it, I also invite you to exhale through your mouth, making a sound. I won't be doing it because otherwise it might be disturbing for you, but I invite you to do so. It's a way where we'll be very easily drop and let go of the day so far. Let go of anything that is worrying you. In these 15 minutes, it's just pure love for yourself. So let go of anything that is bothering, any to-do list, and let it go with every exhale. Breathing in deeply and exhaling, letting it go. And now we're going to activate the power of your imagination. And just picture a color. The first color that came to your mind is just perfect. And imagine that there is a huge ball of this color either in front of you or above your head. Or if you see it differently, just go with the flow. Just go with the pictures that your subconscious mind gives you. Your subconscious mind, your rules. So then you have this wall, wherever it is, close to you. And every time you take a breath, the color enters you. Enters through your nostrils, goes down through your lungs and into your heart. And picture your heart being filled, literally filled and pumped with this beautiful color. And in every exhale, that color is going to spread all over your body. Inhale, you feel in with this color that comes through your nostrils and enters your body, goes directly to your heart, and in every exhale it spreads to every single cell of your body. Gonna be quiet for some seconds and you keep this cycle of breathing light and expanding the light. And now we're going to activate also the quality of letting go. Letting go of what no longer serves you, what you don't need, what feels heavy and uncomfortable. And when you let it go, with the power of your imagination, you're going to picture how it literally, it's like a smoke with a color, whatever color you see it, it's a smoke that leaves your body through your mouth or through your nose. And what do you need to let it go? What do you need to let go? And just allow it to let it go. Breathe in the light. Let go of what no longer serves you, of what's heavy and uncomfortable. Breathe in the light and let it go, the heaviness. A couple more times at your rhythm. And now I want you to scan your body. You can even use the color to scan your body from head to toe or from toe to head, whatever works for you. And we're going to scan the body looking for tension. And to help that, ask yourself, where do I feel tension in my body? And ask yourself and just listen. Where do I feel tension in my body? Breathe in and scan. Maybe it's a knot on the throat or on the pit of your stomach. Maybe it's your shoulders or your neck. Maybe it's your lower back or your knees. Just take observing it, not making a story around it, just observe it. Just let it be and observe it. And once you have spotted the tension, and if you haven't, keep the curiosity open. Keep it open. Just keep breathing. And then you, the ones that have found the tension, bring your awareness to that tension. Feel it. Allow it to be. Most of the time we spend our days running away from what causes us pain or discomfort. But if we really want to get through it and we really want to get rid of it, we need to walk towards it and then move through it. And then you choose to transcend it. So allow the tension, allow the feelings, allow the discomfort. Just for a minute. Allow it. Keep breathing. And now I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to ask them to yourself and just listen. We are activating again the power of your listening within to this deep wisdom. If this tension was a color, what color would it be? If this tension was a color, what color would it be? Ask yourself and listen. Once you have the color, you allow it to be, and you allow it to make it as big as it needs to be. First, we are literally bringing the awareness, and then we transmute. The second question: if this tension or this pain had a texture, how would it feel to touch it? If this tension or pain had a texture, how would it feel to touch it? Ask yourself and listen. And the last question before we transmute: if this pain or tension had a shape, what would it look like? If this tension had a shape, what would it look like? Ask yourself and listen. And I want you to just bring your whole attention to that color, to that shape, and that texture. And just allow it to feel, allow you to feel how it would be like to have that texture all over your skin. How would it feel like to feel that shape and see that shape? And just sit with it for a moment. And now we're going to be connecting to the power of transmutation. As I said before, your subconscious, your rules. You want to change this? Then let's do this. First question for transmuting is, it's the same process. I tell you the question, you ask it yourself, and you listen. What is the color that helps me the most right now? What is the color that helps me the most right now? And allow the color to be as bright as you possibly can, to be as beautiful, and you can even put, something shiny or sprinkle some purpurine over it. Just do whatever you want. Just play some stars. Get playful here. The next question. Which texture is the kindest one? Which texture is the kindest one? Ask yourself and listen. And same now as before, now imagine yourself being surrounded by this new texture. How it would feel like to be naked and lay on this new texture. And just allow yourself to feel what it would feel like. And expand the feeling. And the last question is, which shape heals me the most right now? Which shapes heals me the most right now. Ask yourself and listen. Now, in this last minute, I invite you to make it as playful and as joyful as possible. Like really exaggerating the color, exaggerating the texture, and playing with this new shape. And while you do that, keeping your eye closed, I invite you to take one hand or both hands and place it right on your chest, on your heart chakra. It's between your breasts, a little bit above. Just keep breathing. Couple more breaths. Expand it as much as you possibly can. And after the last exhale, you're going to be connecting back to here and now. Feel the pressure of where you're sitting. Feel the clothes on your skin, your hair. Connect to the sounds around yourself. Connect to another breath that feels just comfortable for you. And ask your body if it wants to move very slowly, maybe your neck, maybe your fingers, maybe your toes. And allow yourself to flow out of this state with gentleness, with grace, and with self-love. And whenever you're ready, little by little, you're going to open your eyes. Hello. I can't help keeping my hands on my heart because I facilitate it, but at the same time I connect to your energy and I feel a lot of love right now. I'm sending you much love. I'm now gonna go float a little bit because that's how I feel. And take much care. Love yourself just like you want everybody else to love you. And if you can't yet, give yourself the possibility of doing so.